Alright, guys, we're back. We're going to skip to C. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Hello, M, N, O, P. Q, R, S, T, U, Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Correct.
Driving car. Get your license. Continues. Create. How to create a YouTube channel.
Right.
Cemetery. Draft master. Sarah's.
You're just saying
See where he's at.
C. We'll do create. We'll do that. That's a good one with multiple ones. Create. How to create. How to create. What can you do? YouTube is a good one. Create a better life. How to create a better life. Positivity. And living for yourself instead of just other people. Positivity. If you surround yourself with only positive people,
You're a product of your environment.
even if it's family, sometimes you have to cut your own family off. Sometimes you just gotta minimize the time you spend with them. Don't spend around or don't do certain things that are negative, like
Boundaries. Boundaries with certain people.
yeah, you gotta spend your time where you know it's gonna improve you. You know, if you know someone that doesn't create advice in your family, that's always gonna be negative about something. And don't ask them about stuff. You try to when you surround yourself with only positive people, that helps incredibly. And then when you only think positive, and then only talk positive, it's not so much to it. And then you only do positive. Positive people, thinking positive, talking positive, and doing positive. Your life becomes an incredibly amount more positive.
Treat others how you want to be treated. The golden rule.
Yeah, right. Say it later.
Treat others how you want to be treated. The golden rule.
Golden rule, treat people how you want to be treated. That's amazing. That's another thing that helped your life big time.
The whole world ain't out to get you. Some people that think, hey, everybody's out to get them.
Yeah.
It's not really like that. I mean, you got some people are, but not everybody you encounter. You
No.
can't treat everybody the same.
Yeah, it's not everyone. Maybe certain situations that you've created even but it's not intentional. You created them. They didn't just find you, and you were in that situation that just happened to go that way. Sometimes you have to have sympathy for the situation and understand that you guys were both ended up in it, and it just went that way, and then so you gotta just make the best of it, and then just be kind. Being kind is cool. It's cool to be kind nowadays, fellas.
So some people, I think everybody's out to get them. And they're just negative towards every new person they meet because they're just thinking that everybody's out to get them.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to scam them or get over on them. Right. They're negative towards everybody they meet, and they don't have any positive relationships because of that.
Right. Yeah, you can't just think you gotta, when you surround you, when you be patient with relationships, when you're patient with them, learn how to gradually trust them instead of putting big trust situations into play right away. That's how you get screwed over, because you didn't know if you could trust them. So you gotta gradually build it. But you can't expect people to trust you right away. You gotta earn trust. Yep, you gotta earn it. You gotta give it. It's one way, just like respect. And that's the same thing, on same lines of thoughtfulness, being thoughtful. Before people just speak a lot of times. I feel like majority of the people in the world, majority of the time, just say whatever before even thinking about it. They don't even think about it in their head, what it's like or what it's going to do or what everything about it. And then they end up regretting it, especially when it's in a high-tense situation or argument or anything like that. So be thoughtful. Think about how you would feel if they said that to you before you say something to someone or even around someone or around people. Think about in your head when you're thinking about saying something or what you should say. If you got something that you want to say, then play it to you. Say if they said that to you and see how you would feel. And then same thing by doing to others and doing things around people. See if before you do something, think about if they did that to you or if people did that around you. Especially in your work environment. That's a big deal nowadays. Yeah, your work environment. Sexual harassment. Huge. People get fired all the time. Yeah. So somebody overheard something they said. Not even directed towards them. Yeah, it's especially when you have a mixed setting, when you have women and men on the floor, restaurants, office rooms. Yeah, different places with different settings, different scenarios, such as restaurants, office rooms, manufacturing places. There's a lot of mixed men and women. So you got to really control what you say to certain people. You can have a real loose vocabulary with your buddies, and in the meantime, there's people directly around you that you can't say anything like that. And here they are listening to you, or you are having to say something to them like that. It happens. It does. It happens. I had that same scenario happen to me when I switched from manufacturing in the construction field. After years and years of being in that, I went to the restaurant industry to where I was working with a bunch of beautiful women. And I'm like, I have that loose conversation talk with guys being in the construction manufacturing field. I have so much of that built up in me for years that I just went in there just talking whatever, and I found out the hard way that you can't do that. Not the real hard way, but I had said something to a chick, and even though she was cool with it, she just happened to be having a bad time that day, a bad day, so it didn't go so great. But it wasn't nothing where it was just a learning experience, being that I knew that not everyone, even if they're cool like that or whatever, not everyone are in them settings, especially women. Guys, most of the time, no matter how they feel, you could say something, it might affect them a little different, but they ain't going to change their whole course of attitude on it just because they're in a bad mood. They're not going to be like, oh, that wasn't right to say, most of the time. But, women, it'll be cool one moment. And I'm serious. I don't care what some of you women say, but this is how some of you are. Some men are like that too, where you say, where you talk reckless 1 minute, and the next minute, a guy, because someone talked reckless to you and you weren't in a good mood, then it was bad. That wasn't right. And that's not fair to people because, if it's going to be okay anytime with how you talk and how, you receive comments, then you can't say, oh, that's not right because you weren't mad. No. And so, yeah, you got to be fair with your conversation. So thoughtfulness, is key. Being cool or being kind is cool. What else? Positivity, thoughtfulness, being kind, practical. Be practical, be real, be genuine, be down to earth. When you're being real and sensitive about situations and real and understanding and down to earth and genuine, then things aren't done, things aren't said then don't end up happening. They don't end up happening, they ain't real, they can affect your later parts of your days, your life when you say one thing and it wasn't real practical. And now you got this thing in your head or this thing that statement that's out there and it wasn't even practical, but you thought it or you said it and you told people or whatever and it wasn't real. People do it all the time, being unpractical about their lives or their situations or what they want. And you just can't do that. So, yeah, it's just be cool, be practical, and create a better life for you. So, yeah. Alright, guys. Please show us some love. Hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment. Let us know other words you want to know, how we feel about, or things you want to learn about, or some advice, or just our opinion. And, just hit that subscribe button. Show us some love, please. Leave a comment. Hit that thumbs up if you like this. If you don't, okay. Alright, you guys have a great day.